Hello everybody, today I'm going to be answering some questions that you may have for me. Here we go. Number one is, how are you? I think that is a very important question to be asking many people, so thank you very much to Henna. I'm actually doing quite well. I understand my privilege, I understand the situation I'm in. I'm very blessed and lucky to be where I'm at. I have food on my table. I'm not worried about what I'm going to be eating the next day. I have a secure job and all is well on my end. And my concern is just seeing a lot of people struggle and a lot of people going through hardships. I also talk about being in quarantine for a prolonged period of time and that it's really made the situation really difficult for some people and that a lot of them are struggling. I understand that. I understand that there are a lot of people that need to figure out what they're gonna eat the next day and that it's not easy and they need to go out. Yes, I'm telling you, you should go out if it's necessary. Number two, biggest lesson that I've learned in my 20s. I learned that it's important to be a problem solver. I think that there are going to be situations where you're going to encounter difficulties and troubles in your life, and the best way to kind of work it through is to problem solve and figure out a solution for the problem that you have. It's fine for you to cry about it, to feel miserable about it, to complain about it to other people. I definitely had my share of complaints. I complain a lot actually. I vocalize a lot of my feelings to other people, but I definitely think that when you are struggling and when you encounter something, the next thing you need to do is figure out, after you have complained about your woes, the next thing you need to do is problem solve and figure out how you're going to solve the problem at hand. That's the biggest lesson I have learned. Do you still want to settle here given our government or move to Taiwan instead? Honestly, the situation here in the Philippines is really not great and the government is not helping at all. They are just kind of cruising and not really doing problem solving, which is what I discussed earlier. They're not really taking big steps, big actions that I have seen, but that doesn't mean that I'm just gonna go away. I love Taiwan, I love the food, but that doesn't mean that like I'm just gonna escape from a place just because it gets hard. Next question is, how has COVID-19 impacted you personally as an influencer? Like, I don't even like to call myself an influencer because who exactly am I influencing? Okay, I would like to call myself someone that creates content and shares. Nothing that I do is completely original because there's always an idea that has been done. Okay, at this point, I hate it when I see people in my comment section that are like, you were inspired by this person. Yes, I have come up with concepts myself and I've definitely looked at other videos and be like, I can do a different take on it. I'll definitely try it. But I just do not appreciate when people are all like, you copied it from somebody else. It's just irritating. But anyways, how has it personally impacted you? I have two jobs and one is very stable, and I think that to me it's not as impacted because I still get to share the things that I want to without worrying about financials, and that's the thing that I appreciate, is that I think posting stuff on social media, there is some sort of stress and pressure that people put on themselves because they need to earn money from it. And I feel like I have the opportunity to not worry about algorithms or views, or although I do get affected by it sometimes because you've done so well at one point and then like you're not doing so well. Yes, those things affect me, but I don't need to worry about it as much because I am doing other things. And that's why I always say, come up with a backup plan. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Doesn't mean that you have to spread yourself out thin, but just really think about the choices you are making and what you are giving your time to. Zoom or Google Classroom? Zoom and Google Classroom are completely different things. Google Classroom we use in our school and we share content, we assign assessments, and we make announcements. Zoom is a video call conference where you do your lectures or you share screens or you have meetings, completely different platforms. So I love both. Who's my favorite Spice Girl? My favorite Spice Girl is Baby Spice. Originally it was Baby Spice. that was when I was in elementary school. But now I really love Posh Spice. Just the monochromatic look, just fierce, hip, cool. Posh is for me. How do you deal with uncertainty? Who is from Roma sign. Honestly, everything is uncertain. What you're going to do the next day is uncertain. Yes, you have things planned out, but there are going to be things that happen during the day that you are going to be uncertain about. Life is uncertain. So really embrace the idea that you're never going to know for sure what's going to happen. You can plan as much as you want, but there are just things in life that are going to be thrown at you that you're not going to expect. So I guess one of my lessons is like, as much as I want to control something, I just need to understand that things aren't just going to turn out the way I want it to. Next, what breed are your cat? My cat's breeds. So I have Bongo and Tonka, and they are exotic short hairs. And then Milo and Appa, they are British short hairs. And if you want to follow them, you can go to Wong Cat's World on Instagram, and you can also follow the new channel that I'm going to be posting soon, Wong Cat's World on YouTube. And I'm going to be making cat videos for fun. Next question is, how old are you when you started doing art? Bells, duh. I think that I started at a really young age. Like, I just remember I liked to copy drawings before, and that's the way you learn, is that you learn how about form, and you learn about different emotions, and there are a lot of references that go on with art. Like, it's hard to just draw from your mind. Like, when I look at body form, I think like I need to know where exactly things are placed. I like drawing. How to cope with these trying times? I feel like I'm gonna shut down because I'm overwhelmed. A lot of people handle crisis differently. I definitely think that I'm doing a lot better than a lot of the people I have spoken to that are close to me. I actually like quarantine. I like being on my own. I like being able to reflect. I also think that when you are in quarantine, the best is to kind of just reflect on yourself and what your priorities are, and just think about what is important to you and what are you going to do. Like I've said, problem solve. What is going to make you feel better? Think about activities that are going to make you feel less anxiety, because every person copes with stress or anxiety differently. I can't give you a definitive answer because the way things make me feel better might be different to you, but really assess yourself and know what you want and be able to handle that. So that wraps up the questions that I am going to answer for today, and thank you so much for tuning in. If you really enjoyed this question answering session, please let me know in the comment section down below. If you have more questions, I will try to answer them in the comment section down below. But that is it for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.